everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Shreya. So today here I am in the kitchen shooting because today is a cooking video after a long time. So if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on any of my videos, and also watch all my previous videos and give you all your love and support to all those videos as well. And if you're an art lover, so there's another channel of mine, so you can check the link from the description box, and you can also check out that channel and show your love and support to that one as well. It's gonna help me a lot. So without further ado, let's get started with today's video. So today I'm making this pink sauce pasta, and let's check out the whole cooking process. So I'm using 1 packet of wheat penne pasta. It says on the packet that it takes about 8 to 11 minutes to cook. The other things that we need is white oil, salt, black pepper powder, sugar. For the herbs and the taste makers, we need chili flakes, oregano, that's all I had, butter. I also had garlic butter, tomato ketchup, some milk. I'll pour it in a cup and then use it, and mayonnaise, cheese. Now time for some cutting and chopping. Vegetables, we'll need beans, carrot, capsicum, tomatoes, onion, 2 onions, garlic, ginger garlic paste, and that's it. These are all the ingredients that we need. Now let's get started. So now let's start with chopping off the beans. So we are gonna slit them like this diagonally. It's gonna look very good. Now that we are done with the beans, we'll move on to the carrot. So after peeling off the carrot, we'll do very basic cutting of it. It's not going to be that fancy or anything. So now we are done with the carrots as well. Now we'll cut off our capsicum. Very patla strips we'll cut. But first we have to take off this center part. Now after cutting these patla strips, we'll chop these into small dices, just so that they all cook properly. So many people like their gingers to be chunky, but I'm gonna grate it so that the flavor is there, but the chunks don't fall into our mouth. I took few garlic cloves, but they weren't enough, so I took more for the tomato chutney and the pasta as well. So we're gonna mince the garlic very nicely and finely like this. We'll take 2 chilies and we'll chop them roughly because it's gonna go in the mixer anyways with the tomatoes. Now I'll take this smaller onion. This is also for the red sauce. So we'll chop this very finely, just like the garlic. Smaller onion was for the red sauce, like I said, and the bigger one is for the pasta. So we are gonna cut this bigger one into bigger cubes. I'm done with all the chopping, and now it's time to boil the tomatoes for the red sauce. That we need to cut the head off and the center part like this. We'll heat up a pan and pour some water and salt in it, and put the tomatoes one by one in it and let it come to a boil. Then we'll use a fork to make small holes in it. So now when you see the skin is coming off, now it's time to take them out and keep them in another bowl filled with water. 2 of them were softer, so they were done quickly. This one took a little longer than those 2. After that one was done as well, so I took it off and kept it aside. So I lit on the gas again and put a bowl of water to boil and put some salt in it. And while the water is boiling, in the meanwhile, I'll peel off the skin of the tomatoes. My apologies about my noisy neighborhood. So after I've peeled off all the skin, I'll throw away the water and I'll roughly chop the tomatoes like this. So it doesn't need to be perfect because they are going inside the mixing jar anyways. So once I'm done with all the cutting chopping, I'll put them inside the container, or you can directly put it inside the mixing jar and clean off the station please. And now I'll put all the tomatoes inside the mixing jar along with the chilies. And then I'll give it a good blend just for a minute. And it's done. So now the water has come to a boil. Now I'll quickly put the vegetables inside. First I'll boil the carrot and the beans. Then after a while I'll put in the capsicum and let it come to a boil. So you can throw away this jhag that comes up, this bubbly thing. It looks very nasty. And now I'll check. Yeah, they're done. So now I'll switch off the gas and transfer it into a container like this and keep it aside. And now it's time to fry all the veggies. For that, heat up a karai and put some oil in it, and then one by one add your veggies. First the cubed onions, then the garlic and ginger. Let it cook for a while, then add the ginger garlic paste little bit and then mix them all. And then one by one slowly add the vegetables that we boiled, semi-boiled. Now cook them all together. Now add some salt, sugar, black pepper powder. Cook them until the oil is reduced and then transfer it into a same bowl and keep it aside. Now in the same karai add a little bit of oil and then one by one add the chopped garlic, ginger and the onions, and then fry them until they are translucent in color. And now some ginger garlic paste, a little bit more than the vegetables you fried earlier, and now mix them. And now add some garlic butter, some butter according to your preference. Once it all caramelizes, add the puree inside it and then mix it all together. The leftover water of the tomatoes container if you want to add. Now for color, add Kashmiri Lal Mirch powder. A little more you can add if you like more color. Now add the chili flakes and the oregano. Now add some tomato ketchup. Now mix them all together until the water evaporates completely. At this stage, you'll add the salt, sugar, and some black pepper powder and mix them all. Now once you see the oil is reducing from the masala, taste it and it's perfect. And now it's time to transfer it into a container. It should look something like this. So now we have our red sauce and our veggies ready. So now it's time to cook our white sauce. For that you need to heat up a pan and put some oil in it. And there's no white sauce without butter. So we have to put some generous amount of butter in it. Once the butter caramelizes with the oil, add little bit of maida and stir it so that the rawness is gone. And once the maida changes its color, now it's time to add the milk, and then you have to keep stirring it so that there's no lumps in it. One by one add salt, sugar and black pepper powder of course, and some mayonnaise. and by this time you will see the maida is thickened a little bit, so it's getting very hard to stir it. So you have to add a little bit of water to it at this stage, not very much, just a little bit, so that it all comes together. So now it looks quite good. It's time to add red chili flakes and oregano, and it's done. So switch off the gas and give it a stir, and then pour it in a container. And then it's finally time to boil our pasta. For that, heat up a karai, put some water in it and a little bit of salt and a very little amount of oil, and let it come to a boil. Now take out your packet of pasta. So this is a 400 grams of pasta. I will need half of it because I'm making it only for the 3 of us. So to check if the water is in full boiling mode or not, drop one pasta, and when it starts boiling, you have to pour the rest of the pasta in the water. Keep stirring it so the bottom portion don't get stuck. And now you have to check it if it's al dente. If it's al dente, then it's perfect. So now I'm taking it out in a bowl, just because I don't have a strainer at the moment, so I took it out like this. This water is very essential. It's time to cook. So add a little bit of oil in karai, and then start adding one by one all your things. First the vegetables, and cook it for a while. Then add the red sauce. Again mix it all together. For this I'm using a silicone spatula. And then the white sauce. It smells amazing and it looks great too. Now it's time to add our boiled pastas. Now mix them all together. Now add the leftover water and mix them again together. Add the taste makers, red chili flakes and your oregano, and add anything else if you have, like thyme or basil. Add some salt, sugar, and I added black pepper powder, but I forgot to record it. So mix them all together and until the water evaporates completely. So it's done. And now it's time for plating. Wow, it looks so good, and nothing is better than hot served pasta. Now it's time to add the cheese. You have to grate it. Now add some more oregano and chili flakes to make it look mesmerizing. You can also add a little bit of black pepper powder. I added some basil leaves to make it look super yummy and delicious. So yeah, it's finally done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button, share with your friends, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on any of my videos. And to watch more videos like this, stay tuned to my channel and show all your love and support. Bye bye.